and welcome to another episode of Cambridge Uncovered, a program of Cambridge Community Television and its citizen journalism project, neighbormedia.org. I am Maritza Merino. Today, we'll be talking about the immigrant experiences in Cambridge. With me, we have 3 students of the Cambridge Learning Center who are currently enrolled in a Level 4 English for speakers of other languages. They were asked to write essays on their impressions of the United States both before and after arriving here. And so we'd like to talk to them a bit more about their experiences. Welcome to the show. Let's invite our guests.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start by introducing ourselves.
My name is Let's Toussaint. I'm from Haiti.
Nice. And how about you?
My name is Waldorf Maximin. I'm also from Haiti, and I'm living in Cambridge.
Cool.
My name is Chi Zong. I'm from China.
Oh, wonderful. And so some of you have been here rather longer than others. So let's start by you. How long have you been living here in Cambridge? And, how long ago did you come only to Cambridge from Haiti, or were you somewhere else?
I've been here for 28 years. I'm from Haiti directly to Cambridge. I've been living in Cambridge for 28 and 9 months.
Awesome. And do you go back at all, or?
Yes, I did quite a few times. Last time I was there, it was 2009.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and a couple of months I'm going back for a visit for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, to see my uncle, my mother, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, wonderful. And how about you?
I live in Cambridge too, and then I've been living in America for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there's only one place I know since I came here.
Oh, nice. And so you're in Cambridge, or?
I used to live in Cambridge. I used to live with my uncle, aunt, and cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And now I live in Quincy, live with my husband.
Oh, cool. Wonderful. And how long have you been in the U.S. total?
1.5 years.
And in Quincy?
Quincy, just 2 months.
Oh, so you know Cambridge a little bit better then.
Yeah.
Cool. And so let's talk a little bit about, I understand you had to write an essay for your experience, what you perceived the United States before and after. What did you guys think of the United States before moving here?
Before arriving in the U.S., I was thinking this country was more modern and easier to find a job. Also, it's freedom. People is friendly, and nothing against each other. And also, the U.S. is a strong and developed country in this world.
Oh, nice. And how about you?
Before when I came here, so I have my cousins, aunts, and then uncles too. So they talk about the way they talk about America.
Yeah.
So it's like so so like by example, so before I came, so I thought that was easy, very easy. So you could find money on the trees.
Money on the trees.
Yeah. So when I first came in, and then I found a job, and I thought, oh my God, the way they talk to me about USA, that's not the way I saw right now. And then I was like, oh my God, and then I have to work if I need money, and then I have to gain myself and job. So that was so tough.
Yeah, fortunately, not too much money on trees, huh?
Oh no.
And how about you? What did you think before?
Actually, before I moved to the United States, I thought it's a new life, a new language, and it will be the American life. I heard people saying it's a beautiful place to live, free country, and you can be whatever you want to be. And it took me 2 years to adapt the weather, the American life, the culture. Especially it's the weather, the winter, I still not used to it right now. And then right now it's a second home for me. I love America.
Nice. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm originally from Colombia, and I think the weather is probably the most difficult thing to get used to. I remember when I was very small, so I didn't think snow was cold. And so one of the first things that when I first saw snow, I just ran outside in like shorts and a t-shirt and just jumped in the snow and realized it was very cold. And then after that, not much of a fan. But okay, so let's talk about that. So, you had some ideas before, and you talked about how that idea changed a little bit, seeing that we can't find money in trees. But what other impressions do we have now that you've been here for, a year and a half, 5 years, and 28? What else how do you view this country now?
Okay, for now, I think many things are simple. For example, like trees is old, and the train station are built very simple with no more protective measures, and then daily debt isn't on time for every day. Just if you're hungry, you can eat food, and houses. This is amazing. In American house is very old. Some is have more than 100 years old,
especially in Boston.
Yes, and the people not just live in there, and you in the U.S. doesn't have many high rises. Only have the downtown have the many resorts for each cities, and amenities is U.S. have a model city like New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, but also have classic cities, Boston, the first one, and Philadelphia, and Portland, and also I think in everywhere find a job is difficult.
Yeah, especially it's very competitive, right?
Yeah,
very hard. And how about you? How do you feel about Boston now, or it's not Boston, the United States?
I think it's a great country, but I think he's awesome. He's awesome. So like I said, so when I first came here, oh my God, I thought I was in the paradise.
Why?
Because the cities and in the house, so we don't have that in my country. So when I first came in, so I was like, oh my God. And then I look everywhere, everywhere I go, I took a time to see. So all things going on, that was amazing for me.
Thanks. And how about you? How do you see, you've said this is your home. How else? Why is this your home?
America is my second home, especially Boston.
Yeah.
It's been living in one place for almost 29 years now. I can say Boston is my home. It's like, I've been visited quite a few states, like Florida, the state of New York, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut. But I compare those states between Boston and those states. I think Boston is better. That's the best state in America.
Why?
It's a state, I got more opportunities in my life. And then my parents, my brothers and sisters, I got two sons, they born in Boston. I've been living right one place, I feel like it's my home, Like I don't go like anywhere else, like just go back home for a visit and come back to Boston. Especially I love Boston, the people are more friendlier than the other states, When I walking down the street, people say hello, good morning, how we doing? They help you anyhow. And then especially Cambridge, everything is closer to my home, restaurant, supermarket, bank, especially City Hall, if I need some help, I can go walk like 10 minutes to the City Hall. I can see the mayor, the city council of Cambridge, So Cambridge and I can say Boston it's pretty nice. It's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
That's my home.
Yeah, I love them too. So let's talk about that. Cambridge. What do you guys think about Cambridge?
Cambridge is a very beautiful city. He has perhaps best known as academic and college and the university.
Oh yeah, they have some great
The
ones.
Harvard and the MIT. This two is best in the world. And also Cambridge is a city full of artists. And Cambridge is a safe city. I like Cambridge.
Yeah. Do you? And then how about you? What do you think about Cambridge?
Cambridge, like she said, she's that's a good city. So I do love it. The most important thing, so I can suggest right now about city, because we got car, and it's always so difficult to find a parking. That's the most thing. So that's the bottom line. So we need to work on that.
Yeah,
But-
parking is.
Yeah, but other words, that's a good city. I love it.
And what brought you guys to Cambridge? So all of you have, come from, have different backgrounds and have been here for different time, for different lengths of time. But you all were started here in Cambridge. What brought you, out of all the cities in this country, and what made you choose Cambridge?
The reason I came to Cambridge, I remember when I was 6 years old, gonna turn to 7. My father moved first to New York State in 1972, and then a month I'm gonna turn 7, and then my father moved, and then my father left 8 of us with my mom, and then I remember a certain time I'm gonna be a teenager. My mom was struggling with 8 of us, and then 1981 my mother decided to move to Boston, and then she'd been working 2 jobs, nursing job, and then she has to work and then do the paperwork for us, and then brought 8 of us here. And then I take it granted that, I say, God bless my mom.
Yeah.
And then since 1988 when I moved to Cambridge, and then I see Cambridge is a beautiful city. It's nice, everything close for me. Even right now I'm working in Quincy, so it's okay. I love the public transportation. I can see people, I can talk with people, and then that's the reason why I'm here in Cambridge. And then I choose Cambridge, live almost 29 years in one place, and then here I am
It's awesome.
in Cambridge.
And what brought you to Cambridge?
First, I come. Cambridge is my uncle. His family live here more than 10 years. So I first choose is come here. But when I come here, live in here, I like Cambridge. Cambridge, many people like to study, and Cambridge is a technology city. So I like.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how about you? Why did you decide to come to this particular?
So when you're child, and then so you get your parents with you. So whatever your parents said, so you have to say okay. So whatever you say, so that's okay.
True.
And then so when I first came here, so I saw they live in Cambridge. Since I've been familiar with Cambridge, I was like, oh my God, I love it. So I'm gonna say here too. And because Cambridge is one of the best cities that we have, and then so we got Harvard and MIT and Cambridge too. A lot of people from other cities, so they talk about Harvard and MIT.
Yeah, there's this is, it's a world-renowned city. Everybody comes here, and there's a lot of diversity. And so what advice do you have, to those recently arrived immigrants? You guys, seem to have made the best of your experience here. So someone who just arrived or is planning to move to Cambridge in the next couple of weeks, what advice do you have for them?
I will give them advice. Choose Cambridge. You know, that's the best city in Boston, Massachusetts. It's a beautiful city. You know, you can't beat that. You know, and then you got like Waldorf said, we got MIT University up the street. If you go to Harvard Square, you see Harvard University. You know, we have Cambridge College before Harvard. You know, I wish like I can give. I always spoke to my two sons. You know, you have to choose either one, MIT or Harvard University. You know.
No pressure.
Yes. So.
That's excellent choices.
So I will talk the new arriving immigrant. Talk about Cambridge, how beautiful it is, you know. So they have to choose.
Okay. Very good. And how about you? What advice would you tell a recent student? Because you were here for school, so a new student that just arrived. What should this new student do, or to make their experience better?
Yeah. For me, I have 5 advices. The first one is the language. Need to study the English, so they can choose the English school or the community learning center or going to the public library. And the second one is download the MBTA, the apps to see the schedule.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Yeah, that is easy to go outside. And then the third one is for some countries people, they don't like American food because the food is different, and the food is eat too much will be get fat. So people they adapted the food they need to cook by themselves. And the fourth one is make a shopping list. You know, it's not every the supermarket is near the home, so need to make a list. Is easy to buy all of the things and go home. And the fifth, talk with different people to study another things and to get the experience or get another information.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. You know, because like there's so much diversity, and you know, like even just here, people have so many different backgrounds, and it's good to talk to different groups. And so, what about you? What advice do you have for that new immigrant?
For new immigrants, I would say stay. So when they come over here, so stay out of trouble, and go to school, learn something in your life. So and then so go to church. So if you believe in God, so that's the most one.
Good advice. And is there anything, so you've adapted really well, like learned a lot and really, you know, gotten the best of your experience here. But, you know, it's hard, you know, I'm also, you know, I'm originally from Colombia, as I said, and it's tough, you know, there's as much as you love this new city, this new home, there's certain things that you miss.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that. What's the one thing that you miss the most from back home?
Family. My parents and my mom. Also my grandfather, grandmother, because my grandfather and grandmother take care of me to grow up, and my father, mother is very like me, very love me. So I love them too much. So I miss them.
Also, are you planning on seeing them anytime soon, or?
Yeah, we have the apps, the WeChat.
Nice.
Yeah, Chinese apps now, so we can take a message for them or look like the video call.
Oh, nice.
Face to face.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good way to keep in touch. How about you? What do you miss the most?
I miss my father. Cause he's still in Haiti. And then so you know I've been applying for him. So you know last time so he spoke to me about that. He was like, oh, you know I was Haiti. So when I'm gonna be over there? So I was like, no, you got to wait because so you need a process. So it's not about me. It's about immigration. So you have to wait.
Yeah.
So whatever they say, so I'm gonna say that to you too. Also, be patient. He said, no, I can't wait, I can't wait, because now it's getting worse. I was like I said, be patient, because you in the process, so you're gonna come over pretty soon.
Yeah, but that's tough though. I mean, is there more family back home, or most of your family's here and he's
So
just waiting there?
I only miss him.
Oh,
I only miss him.
but does
because
he
I
have
got-
family there, or is most of your family here now?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he has some people there.
Yeah.
And how about you? What do you?
Actually, I miss very much my childhood friends. I miss them so much. Some of them, they're up here. Some of them, they don't have opportunity to come to America. Some of them, they're dead. They're not here. Sometimes I cry, think about them. And I miss the weather. The weather, it's tropical. It's a dry heat, Every time I'm gonna spend my winter here, so it's cold, and then I still don't use with the weather. Then otherwise, I love Boston, Massachusetts. That's my home,
And you said you're going back soon, though, right?
Yes, couple of months.
Oh, excellent. Are either of you returning anytime soon?
I don't know yet, but I still have that pain in my mind.
And how about you? Are you planning anytime soon, or?
Yeah, it's far. 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. But time flies, right?
Yeah.
And that's a great thing about like you said, for now, like having technologies now, you're able to video chat with them, which is, I understand it's not the same experience, but it's at least you get to see them until then.
Yeah, that is you can take a message, and the video call is you can see the face and see what you want, and see my home.
Well, hopefully, very soon. All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much. And that does it for today's episode of Cambridge Uncovered. That was a very interesting conversation, and one very important in our community. So thank you for my guest for being here today, and for all of us at Neighbor Media and CCTV. I am Maritza Merino. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
America, home to many cultures and known as the land of opportunities. For generations, many strive to come here, however, they still struggle to reach a point of success.
Unfortunately, if you are a doctor and an engineer back in your country, it's very difficult to be a doctor and engineer here.
I think it's highly unfortunate that educated individuals come from another country and can't utilize their education as much to benefit the U.S. economy. I believe that's a lot of also recognition. Are you from a certified university? Do we accept the education you have? Which is, it's kind of unfair for a lot of people coming in who hold high degrees, but it's also viable because you're not sure what type of education they received.
El sueño americano es como venir a hacer lo que no puedes hacer en tu país, crecer sin limitarte, porque aquí la gente es un poco más abierta y tienes, como lo mencioné antes, más oportunidades.
I have always worked with immigrants and refugees. First, I did it with adults, then I worked with children, and now I'm working with immigrant high school students. And I love what I do. I am very passionate about, and that's my American dream. My personal definition is being able to take advantage of opportunities that are given to you, but also to not forget those you left behind, and to work for the well-being of the community. That's my definition of the American dream.
En América tienes un poco más de oportunidades, hay más cultura, la gente es un poco más abierta. En otros países batallas un poco más, pero no estoy peleado con ir a otros países.
So you have to kind of overcome, that people discriminate against you, that you don't speak English, that people may not respect you for who you are because you have to prove yourself.
People trying to transition into the United States via that route, it's very hard because, you know, I've worked at like fast food restaurants and stuff and like met people who had like a master's degree in economics, and I was just like, I'm going for my undergrad degree in economics. Let's hope I can secure a better position than this. But, you know, the struggle is very real and apparent for lots of immigrants.
You know, I was doing the cleaning job and the factory job, and I did that for a couple of years. Then when I realized that I was not gonna go back to El Salvador, I decided to go to night school first. So I had to quit my evening job, my cleaning job, to go and learn English. So I was working full-time, I was raising my son, and I was going full-time to school. And sometimes I felt like giving up because it was just too much. But, you know, I had to sort of think about the future and what was ahead. I feel that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel.
El que quiere llegar a trabajar en algo y ser alguien simplemente tiene que echarle ganas, tiene que ponerle todo su empeño, y no siento que es algo que estorbe. Por lo general, la gente que emigra tiene trabajos muy básicos como meseros o en restaurantes. Es muy poca la gente que emigra y llega a tener un puesto muy grande. Que pasa, es muy bueno, ¿no? Pero siento que somos personas y tenemos la misma oportunidad.